we are beginning with the addition, and we are saying suppose we want to add 1/5 to 3/5. So how would we do that? Any suggestions? Suggestions, please. Yes, Isaac.
You add the numerators and leave the denominator as it is.
As it is. Okay, thank you. Any other? Any other with a different approach? Okay. Now, me, I would have my 5 pieces of, maybe if I would call this a rectangle. So 5 of them, okay? And each one would represent, so this would represent a fifth, this one as well a fifth for all of them. And now I want to get one, so I'll get one of them, place it there, okay? And then I add 3 more of 1/5, 1/5, 1/5. So 1, 2, 3. And then I find out now how much I do what? I have. So how much would we have at the end after adding 1/5, a fifth to 3/5?
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5, thank you. Any other? Okay, so our answer would be, so this would be the same as 4 out of 5. So that means 1/5 plus 3/5 would be the same as what one of us said, 1 plus 3. Then we divide this by 5. So which would give us 4/5 as our answer. Any questions before we proceed?
No.
Okay. So still here, we could use the same method to find the answer when we get 1/4 and we add it to 2/4. So we would still have our 4 pieces, okay? And each one of them represents a quarter. Okay. So we are saying we now get a quarter, which is one of the pieces, and we add it to 2 pieces, to 2 quarters. So that means we shall get 1/4, then we add more 2 quarters. So that is the second quarter and the third. So which answer would we have? Esther, which answer would we have?
Yes, please, teacher.
Which answer would we have when we count these? The one after adding a quarter to 2 quarters.
Yeah, we'd have 3 quarters.
So this would be 3 quarters. So it would also be the same as getting 1/4 plus 2/4. So since the denominator is the same, so we get 4, and then 1 plus 2, and then this gives us 3 quarters. Are we there? Okay. Now, without using this method of drawings and illustrations, we are going to solve this. Okay, number 1, we are having a 6 plus 4 6. So what shall we get after that? Somebody to explain for us the answer. Yes, Isaac?
The answer is 5 out of 6.
5 out of 6. So how do you arrive at 5 out of 6?
So we get 1 plus 4 out of 6. Then we get 5 out of 6.
Okay. Thank you. Esther?
The same answer.
Same answer. Okay. So this would be the same as, because the denominator is the same, so we get 1 plus 4 and then divide it by 6, and this would give us 5 divided by 6. Okay, another one. Christabel, 3 out of 7 plus 2 out of 7. What do we get? Okay, Sharon. Yes?
Yes, teacher.
And what is 3 over 7 plus 2 over 7?
That's 5 over 7.
So how do you arrive at it?
You add the numerators, and the denominator does not change because it's the same.
Okay. So it is 7, then we get 3 plus 2, and this gives us 5 over 7. Okay. Then the third, Laura, 5 over 9 plus 4 over 9. What does it give us?
We shall say 5 plus 4 divided by 9 is equal to 9 out of 9, which is equal to a whole.
Okay, thank you. So this is 9, 5 plus 4, which gives us 9 out of 9. This one is equal to, which is 1. So that is how we add fractions of the same denominator. So let us see how we add fractions that have different denominators. So in the previous topics, we learned about LCM, and I think most of us still remember it. Do you still remember?
Yes.
Yes. I've also remembered that I sent you some work which you didn't submit. What happened? What happened to my work? How many did? Okay, let us proceed. So we are going to add 1/3, a third plus a half. So we realize that the denominators are what? Are different. So 3 and 2 are different. So what are we going to do as our first step?
We're going to get the LCM of 3 and 2.
So we are going to get the LCM of 3 and 2. And what is that LCM? Is 6. So after getting the 6, what are we going to do? What are we going to do with the 6?
We are going to multiply each fraction times 6, and then we add.
Yeah. Each fraction times 6, and then we add. Okay, that is, so 1 out of 3 times 6. So this is 1, this is 2, so that will give us 2. Then also get 1/2 times 6. So by 1 here, it gives us 3. So this will be equal to 3. Then we come and say 1/3 plus a half is equal to 2 plus 3 divided by 6. And this will be equal to 5/6. Thank you, Esther. Anyone with another approach? So we can go with this. Okay, can I rub this off?
Yes.
Okay. So we have seen that this is equal to 2 plus 3 divided by 6, which is 5/6. Yes, then we also have 3/4 plus 2/3. So what will be our first step?
Find the LCM.
We find the LCM of 4 and 3. And what will that LCM be equal to?
12.
12. Yes. So we still use the same method. 3/4 times 12. So by 4 is 1 and by 4 is 3. So this will be 3 times 3. What is 3 times 3?
9.
9. And then also get 2/3. Multiply it by 12. So by 3, 1. By 3, 4. So this would be 2 times 4. And this would give us, 8. And then we'll say 3/4 plus 2/3, the same as 9 plus 8 divided by the LCM, which is 12.
Okay,
What is 9 plus
what we have
12?
for that person?
17.
17. So this would give us 17 divided by 12. Okay. So I think we can as well wrap this. Okay, so in summary, we have seen that this would be 12, then 9 plus 8, which gives us 17 divided by 12. Then we have, yes, Isaac?
Excuse me, teacher, shouldn't we reduce it?
To 1 and something.
1 and 5/12.
It is also okay to reduce it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Then 3/5 plus 2/3. So LCM of 3 and 5 would be
15.
15. So we shall get 3 over 5 times 15. So by 1 by 3. So this would be 3 times 3, which gives us 9. Then also get 2 over 3 times 15 by 1 by 5. This is 2 times 5, giving us 10. So we would now say 3 over 5 plus 2 over 3, same as 9 plus 10 divided by 15. What is 9 plus 10?
19.
19. Then we divide this by 15. Then if we reduce it further, what would be our final answer?
What do you have? Number.
Okay, so that would be our answer. So that is a brief on how we can add fractions which have the same denominator and fractions that have different denominators. Any questions before we proceed?
No.
Okay. Then we go to subtraction. So with subtraction, we still use the same methods that we have used. So for 7 over 8 minus 3 over 8, we can first have some illustrations showing pieces which are divided into 8. So we can have our 8 pieces which are there. So we shall get out of the 7, and out of the 8 we are only going to get 7, and then in those 7 we remove 3, and then we see what we shall be left with. Okay, so here are our 7 pieces. So how are we going to remove the 3? Yes. So you can decide to cross this one out, which is the first, second, and third. So this one here stands for 3 out of 8. So we are removing 3 out of 8. Then we can now count what is left. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So we can say here we shall remain with 4 out of 8. Is that clear? So this one here would be the same as 4 out of 8. But this, we can as well do it in an alternative way, and we say since the denominator is the same, we get 7 minus 3, then over 8. So 7 minus 3 would give us 4, and then divide by 8. And I think we can reduce this fraction further by dividing it by a certain number. So which number are we going to divide by both 4 and 8?
2.
2. So 4 divided by 2 gives us
2.
And 8 divided by 4 gives us
4.
it gives us 4. And I think this one is still have a number that can divide both of them. So what would that number be? Yes. So by 2 here it would give us 1, and by 2 it would give us 2. So finally our answer would be the same as a half. So which would be the answer for 7 out of 8, and then minus 3 out of 8. So it would give us answer of half. Okay. So let us proceed. So work out 6 over 11 minus 3 over 22. So how are we going to go about this?
Find the LCM of 11 and 22.
So LCM of 11 and 22. So what is that LCM?
22.
22. Okay, then we say 6 over 11 times 22. So here is by 1 if we divide by 11, and here is by what? 22 divided by 11?
2.
2. So this would be the same as 6 times 2, which gives us 12. Then we get 3 out of 22 times 22. Here is by 1 and here is also by 1. So that would be the same as 3 times 1, which is equal to 3. So then we would say 6 over 11 minus 3 over 22 is the same as 12 minus 3. So we divide this by 22. So what is 12 minus 3?
9.
9. So this would be the same as 9 divided by 22. Can we reduce it further? Can this function be reduced further?
No.
No. So that would be our final answer. So that is what we had to cover today. Please do my numbers on LCM and send them to me for marking. Okay? Is that okay?
Yes.
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 Yes, teacher.
I'll be waiting. Yes, I'll be waiting for them. I'm going to send you more numbers after this lesson, such that you can do them and then also submit them for marking. Okay? So otherwise, if there are no questions, we can stop here.
Excuse me, teacher. Before we stop,
But if there are
may you
questions,
give me,
yes, yes.
may you give me your WhatsApp number?
My WhatsApp number,
Yes.
as if it's there on the group, but let me type it here. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So let me hope my work is coming today. Okay, thank you very much. We can leave the meeting and then we wait for the work.